when you came into Mark 49, going out to understand the customer was the source of confidence and not spending time inside the organization.
You know, as an innovative organization, you're coming up with ideas, then you go out and try to, you know, hey, would you buy this? Would you use it? Do you like this? Well, how would you want to do something different? And that was kind of always the context of talking to customers. So this was a completely different approach, and Dave had to beat all my ideas out of me for the first few weeks. Like, you know, I'd always say, Dave, we could do this, or we could solve this, or here's the idea. Here, this is the big idea. Like, no solutions, Jake. I only want to hear problems. So, and what you realize, which is kind of a bit humbling, is your big ideas that you thought you were changing the world with, when you say, like, tell me the top 5 problems you have, if you're not solving like 1, 2, or 3, forget about it. And, you know, my ideas were solving like problem number 9 for these people. It wasn't a top problem that they had in their life. And that was humbling.
Dave, what was the journey for you from the Mark 49 end, helping the, you know, Jake and the DADO team?
Something they absorbed correctly is that the user interview process is just the beginning. User interviews and just gathering information and interviewing users based on, say, pain point interviews, that's flat unless it is accompanied by hypothesis creation and synthesis. That is, one needs to find meaning and find direction in all this conflicting and ambiguous information that you bring in. The second moment that mattered was when they brought all of that information together from hundreds and hundreds of interviews. I mean, they had Post-it notes just papering the walls and came away with a definitive view on segmentation, something startups do a notoriously poor job at, and that DADO did an absolutely outstanding job at. Who is our customer? Exactly what pain do they feel? Why do they matter? You know, how can we approach it? And I guess the last point I want to make is, all through this, I would build a little bit, Huggy, on your, you know, metaphor of a transition from doubt and anxiety to confidence. You know, sure, anxiety is the appraisal of an uncertain future, and anxiety is a natural response to an uncertain future. But in the spirit of good science, okay, the best entrepreneurs keep a balanced point of view. They are neither wild-eyed and wildly enthusiastic about their vision, nor are they cynical, conservative, and inclined to sort of pull back at the least sign of problem. They take an open, clear-eyed view of problems they face, while, you know, consistent with uncertainty and doubt that you mentioned, Huggy, while at the same time retaining that sort of optimistic drive to solve those problems. It sounds simple, but it's very
hard to do.